Hey, dears. So when you started the Writerz Block, did you like writing?
I did.
What did you write before the Writerz Block?
I wrote a rap.
You wrote raps? So you got rhymes, you got bars. That's what's up. So what do you like about the Writerz Block?
That when everybody comes in, they get to teach us about blogging and other stuff.
Okay, blogging. What's your favorite course you've taken so far?
Songwriting.
Songwriting. Who's your instructor?
Type T.
Type T. Oh yeah, I heard Type T got them bars too. So you learned a lot from him?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. So, he's right here. Everybody welcome Sebastian Carson.
How y'all feeling today?
Good.
So tell me, what type of pieces have y'all been working on? Everybody tell me. Go ahead.
I don't want to rap.
A rap? Okay. What about you? A rap? Okay. What about you? A what?
Songwriting.
Songwriting. Okay.
Poetry.
Poetry. Come on now. What about you?
Poetry.
Poetry? Okay.
Poetry.
Poetry. Got you. What about you? What about you? Comedian. Nice. So, I don't know if you all guys know, but I do spoken word poetry. My name is Sebastian Carson. I've had the opportunity to go all around the world performing spoken word poetry. I'll give you a piece, just a little hint. This is for the queens. If we have any queens in the building, raise your hand. Okay. We got our share of queens. Hashtag queens. Hashtag queens be like. Darius, before we go, let's do our handshake right quick, man.
No, I want to do it.
Come on. Hey. Alright, so it's for the queens. Fellas, we're going to give a shout out to the queens right quick, then I'll do a piece for y'all right after this. It goes, queens be like, you see that silence was intentional because real queens don't have to say much. Queens don't have to pay much attention to the latest trend and what the next person be like because she's too busy being passionate about seeing what her dreams be like. She could care less about being liked because her validation is in mask and vanity. Her roots go back to Nefertiti and Nefertari, so Nicki Minaj or Marilyn Monroe would never be her idols. You see, she's her own rival, her own competition, so no need to compete. And plus, she's whole already, so no need for a man to complete. Sometimes kings try to get at queens like, your life is a metaphor for beauty. Your body is a poem that even my pen couldn't leak to compose sufficiently. Your mind is an allegory representing alienated awareness of a motherland like queen. Arrogance is jealous of you because it knows that you have every right to be with it, and yet you make love to humbleness. How elegant. But you see, she didn't need me to tell her that because queens be knowing their worth. She understands that if you allow for a man to build you up, that he can also tear you down. So she is self-empowered. She is not self-conscious, but so conscious of self that she understands her place in this world is divine. She understands her most valuable asset is her mind and understands how feeble the male's mind can be, so she won't have any pictures on IG from behind. Queens be like the mortal angel that gave birth to me 25 years prior to me writing an appreciation poem about how queens be like, yes, strong like that, strong like backbone, strong like my ribs, strong like my mom. I know that I'll never know half the things that queens be like. I know queens be like the foundation to every community. Queens be liking to support other queens in unity. Queens be like inspiration to us kings to get our stuff in order. Queens don't take their crowns off to fit in. Queens keep their crowns on so they don't lower their heads, and neither do they lower their standards to win. Queens don't blend in. Queens know she don't have to reveal much because it's heaven behind her grin. And she doesn't see her friends as bad bees because she realizes there's nothing royal about being a female dog. Queens be like. She understands that, no, I won't wait for you to continue to chase peasants because if I leave you king, you'll soon learn your lesson. And kings listen, and kings learn, and kings cherish everything that queens be like because queens be like, See, that silence was intentional because real queens don't have to say much. Hold your crowns high. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this next piece, man, is for the fellas, man. I'll go ahead, before I get into that piece, the reason that you get into your art, the reason behind what you write about. Tell me what it is that your piece is going to be about, you up front. What's your piece going to be about today? Singing. Okay, what's your song about? What's the theme behind your song? Black power. Ooh, that's powerful. Powerful. What about you? Love. It's powerful. It's beautiful. Shy, what about you? Okay. Okay. So both of y'all are about love. What
That's
about
why
you?
y'all wear no classes.
What about you?
Home.
Huh?
Home.
Home. Wow. What about you?
Black pride.
Black pride. That's beautiful. So every time that you write, there's always a reason behind why you write. A great author named T.S. Eliot once said, if there are no tears behind the writer, then there are no tears behind the reader. Somebody tell me what that means. If there are no tears behind the writer, there are no tears behind the reader. Go ahead, I saw your hand first.
If you're writing not emotional, they don't know what you're talking about.
If you're not putting your emotions in it, then the reader won't know what you're talking about. I love that. What about you? What was you about to say?
That means you're a reader writer?
What's that?
A reader. That means that you're a reader.
What about you?
If you ain't feeling it when you write it, they ain't gonna feel it when they read it.
If you say that one more time, because we got to snap that up after you say it. Say it one more time.
If you ain't feeling it when you write it, they ain't gonna feel it when you read it.
Snap that up.
I
Yeah,
got
snap that
one.
up. Go ahead.
If plan A doesn't work for you, there's 25 more letters in the alphabet.
I like that philosophy. I like that philosophy. At the end of the day, the main point is that you have to put yourself in the poem. A lot of times, the most hard part behind a writer is telling those stories, those narratives about love, about black power. The reason that I got into poetry was because my pops wasn't around. So this was when I was in about the 7th or 8th grade was when I wrote my first poem. It was about my dad and my frustrations. Instead of like taking it out on my dad or just taking it out on life, I decided, you know what? I'm going to use this art form of poetry and write. The first poem that I ever wrote was about my dad, and it went, in most cases, blood is thicker than water, except when it comes to my father, who don't bother to pick up the phone or pay money, so he's nothing but a donor. And I hate he's taking the hard way to learn that I'm more than a waste of sperm who's got charm and intelligence. You see, it was irrelevant to him that I made straight A's in 3rd grade. And sometimes I'm mad at my mom for having bad taste in men. Oops, did I say men? He's nothing but a boy. A decoy that I wish would decay, and that'll change the way that I look at life now. No, it's not right to wish death on anybody, but not even a nobody. Now, don't make me the antagonist in this situation, because if you could feel my shoe size 9.5, you'll know where the hatred is coming from. See, it's not hard to make it in this world without a father, but since I was born naked in the hands of the doctor, my mother fell in love, and I was too young to stop her from making the mistake of our life, but that's just life, and I've had to learn to forgive, but never forget, because that's just life. And I learned that my dad is just human too, and that's just life. So at the end of the day, tell me, what emotions did you feel? What emotions did you think was behind that poem? Go ahead. Sadness. You felt sadness. What else you feel?
I felt sadness, and I felt a connection, because me and you, we went through the same thing.
Okay. So you felt the connection. So that's the beauty. And when you reveal yourself, you build a connection with people that's going through the exact same thing. So when you get up here, you got to remember that you're not the person that's performing, right? You actually are the performance. You have to reveal yourself every time you step up here. We got a saying. I want you to repeat after this. When I say you are not the poet writing the poem, you're going to say, I am the poem. Okay? I'm going to say you're not the poet writing the poem, and you're going to say, I am the poem. All right? 1, 2, 3. You are not the poet writing the poem.
I am the poem.
Let's turn up the energy a little bit. Let's turn up the energy. I want them to hear you on the street out there. You are not the poet writing the poem.
I am the poem.
Every single time that you step up here, You reveal yourself. You tell that narrative. You actually become whatever it is you performing. So we go get up here. We go work on your piece of the game. I told the fellas that I had a piece for y'all. So this is about black boys. At the end of the day, as a black boy, tell me, how do you feel in your community? What are some things that go through your mind? Go ahead.
In my community, like, I feel scared sometimes because, like when I'm dropping my little brother off at daycare, you always see a police messing with a black man. So I'm thinking, what if it's me when I grow up?
Wow. You're already thinking about that. What about you, man? Nothing. Ladies, how do you feel that black boys are facing our community? Go ahead.
I feel sad about it.
Why so?
Because it's just sad that people just act the way they do. Well, continue to like drugs and bad.
So you're talking about the self-detriment, the self-destruction that we cause our own selves. I like that. What about you, Sha?
I feel bad because every time when I see a police around black men and they stopped in the car, or they just come up to the window with their flashlight and they gun out.
Already just jumping to the conclusion that they're bad. Anybody else? Alright, so this piece right here is for black boys. It speaks on a lot of the same things that y'all just spoke on. But I feel as though black boys, nobody tells their narrative. Everybody's always blaming them or pointing the finger why you can't be something, why you can't do this. But there's reasons. And so I wanted to tell that narrative. So fellas, it's for you. King, if you're a king, let me hear you say, I am.
I am.
If you're a king, let me hear you say, I am.
I am.
All right, perfect.
Something like that.
In most cases, it seems like we're the only ones that come with nicknames. And even our real names are nicknames that don't reflect from which we came. We are bilingual. We speak English and we speak bang, bang. So every shot that rang is a sign of endearment and an expression of pain. And though we ought to be ashamed, shame don't come round here. You see, only blame come round here. We got so much heart round here. Our hearts beat black drums when blue and white beat black boys round here, round here. Round here you can hear echoes from the ghettos as the streets remain hollow from the absence of fathers, but no worries though. Because media replaces our fathers with Chief Key and Soldier Boy and then tell us, yes, the world is on your shoulders, boy, and you bet not drop it. Round here we was taught that our Savior has blue eyes and that our roots, well, they started with slavery. And somehow we expect y'all to be kings round here. How when sometimes drug dealers are our only visible heroes round here. We can live, have our music loud and not die round here, Jordan Davis. We can wear our hoodies, eat our Skittles and not die round here, Trayvon Martin. We can go into stores, walk out with our hands up and not die round here, Mike Brown. You take away our history, you take away our jobs, you take away our soul, you take away our food, and what we're going to do? We're going to celebrate over soul food round here. You see, we improvise round here. We emperors round here. Black buying power will soon be $1.1 trillion. And just imagine if we invested that round here. It will go back to ancient Africa round here. We wouldn't feel the need to kill to survive round here. If we stop trying to fit into the American dream, it would become America's nightmare round here. Round here. It seems like we're the only ones that come with nicknames. And even our real names, well, they're nicknames that don't reflect from which we came. We are bilingual. We speak English and we speak bang, bang. So before you pass blame, I just dare for you to come around here and see how us black boys are treated round here. It ain't easy round here. And fellas, no, I'm not making excuses for us. I'm just saying it ain't easy round here, round here.
Hey Cheyenne, how you doing today?
Good.
What did you like about reading before you started the Writer's Bloc?
Happy.
It made you happy? How did it make you happy?
Because I was having trouble with reading.
You was having trouble with reading beforehand? Oh, so you're saying the Writer's Bloc made you happy. Okay, because you were having trouble. So what is one of your favorite classes from the Writer's Bloc?
Singing.
Singing. And who is your instructor?
Miss Joy.
Miss Joyce. Okay. Awesome. So can you tell us what you found to be the best part of the writer's block besides the singing class? Like, was it what you learned? Did you improve in reading?
I learned that I learned that you can read good
You can read good if what?
if you have trouble.
And how can you read good if you have trouble? What are you doing to read better?
Focusing.
Okay, so you got a great accomplishment out of everybody in the class. You got this accomplishment that you brought back home and told us about. Can you tell us what you did for school?
Well, when my teacher gave us some papers out, I was on the highest third grade reading.
You were the highest third grade reading level? Awesome. You, Cheyenne Gates, were the highest, what was it, your map reading test? Awesome. Congratulations. And that's all from the writer's block? Wonderful. I'm so happy we helped you out this year. And we look forward to seeing you again.
Bye.
You might choke.
Wow. Absolutely. Snap that up. Snap that up. Brooklyn?
Confidence.
No, like that.
Confidence. That's what you feel like you gained today? All right. What about you, Layla?
My confidence and my ability to just improvise with what I read.
Yeah. Listen up. Listen up. This is what Layla learned.
And make it come alive.
Brooklyn, you listening? This is what Layla learned. Layla learned her confidence and her ability to improvise, to do something on the spot. What else did y'all feel like y'all learned today? Go ahead. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Darius?
Learn how to make people laugh.
You learned how to make people laugh. Good job. You was able to, you didn't feel comfortable enough with one piece, and so you went with another one of your talents, which makes you really talented. So feel good about your performance on the day. What about you?
To try harder even though it's difficult.
Yeah, sister.
Even though when it's hard, to continue to try harder and never give up, right? All right, one more. Go ahead. I'm listening to you in the back, Jocelyn.
Okay, I learned how to be louder and have more emotion.
You gotta learn to be loud and have more emotion. At the end of the day, guys, each and every one of you are talented enough to take this art form serious. Everything that you've learned while... Jocelyn, Jordan, what y'all doing? Okay, got you. All right, listen. Everything that y'all learned, tell me some things that y'all learned each week during the writer's block. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I learned each week is different things that I knew about, but I just really didn't embrace it. Like blogging and YouTube and stuff. I didn't really embrace that until I came here.
That's beautiful, man. That's powerful. What about you? Are you about to say something? What's something you learned during your writer's block experience?
Parts of music that I didn't know that were you had to do and know.
Absolutely, absolutely. One more person. What's something that you learned during the writer's block?
Quit!
What's something you learned during the writer's block experience? Go ahead, Madison.
I learned how to write.
You learned how to write. That's what you said? Good job, good job. At the end of the day, each and every one of you have a talent that can go really far. I've heard some beautiful voices. I've heard some great comedians. I've heard some powerful raps. But at the end of the day, it depends on how serious you take yourself and how afraid are you going to be when you have that opportunity to perform in front of people. Are you going to be thinking about, oh man, I hope nobody's judging me? Because the people that think that, the people that have those type of thoughts are often the people that stay on the sideline. They allow their fear to paralyze them. But those that are fearless are able to step up and say, this is my talent. And I am not the poet writing the poem. I am actually this poem. Right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, each and every one of you, if you want to take this to the next level, what it's going to require is to be fearless. Every one of you can have times where you want to be timid, you want to be scared, you don't want to push yourself to the next level. But at the end of the day, the Beyoncés of the world, the Jay-Z's of the world, the top people of the world, the type T's of the world, at the end of the day, they make a decision between whether or not I'm going to be fearless or whether or not I'm going to allow my fear to stop me from getting to the next level, all right? All right, y'all got that? All right, I'll do this one last poem for you guys.
Yay!
And it goes about my life. And it goes, my mission is heaven sent. But I take sips from the rivers of the earth. Which is ironic because though I'm thirsty for spiritual sanctification, I'm full of the world. My spirit is parched. My heart beats to an irregular tune. And from that beat, I don't see angels dancing. So the music that I'm making by living is not in harmony with the hearts of heaven. And when it's time for the drum roll, I'm not even sure where I'll be, y'all. Tiptoeing on a thin line between sin and sanity because I'm not really ready to commit. And different roles in life are just role play because sometimes the role models are just as lost as I am. And it's not that I don't want this sinless side, but it's so lonely over there. So when I live right, I feel like the last child in aftercare. And when I speak righteous, so many people have to stare like I'm doing something wrong. And then the religious t-shirt wearers claim that they're the most high, yet they know very little about their own t-shirts. We hurt, we thirst. Pseudo-intellectuals with their eyes closed saying, follow this way. Ask them why they wearing the t-shirt and they'll say, this is all I know. This is the way to be. This is what my parents taught me. I'm lost, but who's wrong? The man admitting he's lost and saying, don't follow me just yet. Or the blindfolded one saying, come this way. Sardonically, I say everything's going to be okay. Just take my word. And if I don't make it to heaven, I hope that I can stop at a 7-Eleven just to get a sip of some holy water, to get a nip of what I'm missing out on. And if I could text the feeties in the stomachs of their mortal mothers, I'll let them know that you're not missing out on anything. Stay on vacation as long as you can, young blissful soul. 9 months isn't enough. Take an extra 9 if you can. And just in case critical people are listening to this, let me add a LOL to ease the tension. After all, everything's a joke. When I tell my brothers and sisters that if we come together for the kingdom of God, that we can take this world back, they just giggle like, boy, hush with all that crazy talk. And then go back to discuss the hottest he say, she say. God is my DJ, but I have to cry for forgiveness on replay as I fall short time after time. And if you're not feeling this, I want you to know that I'm jealous of you. I wish I can take your place and clench my fist to the ignorant bliss and to the irrelevant things in life. I wish getting high made all my problems go away, or that falling in love was the most important part of living, or that adversity could be a reason for me not to prevail. Unfortunately for me, I've been exposed to a little piece of truth and prefer not to buy the cheap dreams that society sells, or dwell on the irrelevant things that my peers believe is important. See, while I was on vacation in the stomach of my mortal angel, God spoke life into my soul. And though I wanted to run back, grasping onto the intestines of my mother, hoping an angel would say, mortal, come back, I realized as a mortal that we're all fighting for the destiny of a higher power. And we can call that mortal comeback. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. At the end of the day, push yourself. At the end of the day, become your poems. At the end of the day, remember that you are not a poet writing a poem.
You are the poem!
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Good luck for you.